And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your host for this wonderful segment here. And I think we should have Debbie Woodland on here again. You've been one of my...
a frequent flyer?
Oh, frequent, yeah, let's call it that, yes. I've known you in some of the other jobs that you've had too through the years. And right now you're with, what's the name of the company?
Great Basin Water Co. I'm the water conservation coordinator, but I wear many hats there.
And we're going to be talking about Friends of Discovery Park today, which both Debbie and I are part of the board of directors. She's more into it than I am because you work for the Water Co. Mm-hmm. And that happens to be where the Friends of Discovery Park is. It's the old golf course. What was the name of it? Country?
The old golf course was called Willow Creek.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it was a championship course. Really, that was very sad. But we started off with Red Rock Audubon Society for many years, and now we have Friends of Discovery Park. In fact, we have quarterly meetings. Our next meeting is Thursday, March 6th at 5:30 to 7 o'clock at Great Basin College, room 107. And our featured guest speaker there is the wastewater treatment area manager, Brian. And Brian's going to be there fielding questions and answering questions, and it's just that
very knowledgeable individual, yeah.
Oh, very. And recently, like the topic of our meeting is what's going on in Discovery Park. And you just saw a picture of the 56-acre that Friends of Discovery Park manages. But recently, Great Basin Water purchased a large John Deere, what do you want to call it, urban forestry, that piece of equipment on TV right now.
Urban forest killer.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I took that picture. I saw it come off the tractor, and the guys were trying to work it. And now they've got the grounds by the treatment plant, just beautiful, really beautiful. They've cleaned up, it'll take down the tumbleweeds, it'll take down saplings, like, there's always, big weeds growing up. And a tree that grows in Discovery Park that's not really good for our area is cottonwoods.
Right.
Yeah, they get full of flathead borers. So we've taken it out in the 56-acre Friends of Discovery Park area a little bit, but we're kind of waiting. Right now the birds are chirping, they're getting ready to prepare, make nests, lay eggs, have babies. Aww. So we're gonna have to wait before we can really get in there and do some work to get it cleaned out.
Have they been pulling up golf balls yet, or those are all gone?
I think they're kind of almost all gone. I haven't really seen any golf balls in there recently. I was out there last week looking at some of the stuff that they do with this. They even showed me what they'd already cleared off. But, it's going to help with dust control. And, like when you walk in there, I remember many years, right by the golf cart paths, just tumbleweeds 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're not going to see that this summer. And so I am excited, but we got to wait for the little baby birds to fledge, and then we'll get in there and do a lot of work. So, but also too, February 8th, Clean Up Pahrump was here. They came into Discovery Park and cleaned up that 56-acre parcel between Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Red Butte. And they did wonderful work. It's
shout out to
Faith and Cheryl. Thank you very much.
And all the wonderful people from Pahrump that came out to do that.
Yeah, that's a huge job. So, I don't know, John, I hope that you can join us.
For what?
March 6th, 5:30 to 7.
What are you talking about? Okay.
I know it. I already lost you there. So at Great Basin College, and that's located at 551 Calvada Boulevard. And if you want any information, you want to contact me about it, let's just use Be Water Smart at greatbasinwaterco.com for a contact. That would probably be a good email to talk to. We do have an email for Friends of Discovery Park, but I know it's quite a bit. It's
Whoa.
Friends of Discovery Park NV at gmail.com, and we are a 501c3.
Yes, we are.
So
I was in room 107 for the last presentation, which was for...
the open source water protection, you know, that the county, all the utilities, were working together to identify contaminants.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the valley, we don't want to see businesses go in to jeopardize Basin 162. I think it's a great project. I'm involved, and
I was involved many years ago when Tom Bucco was still around.
were you? Oh, that was 2012, and I did see your name in the book. I have the
I'm remembered.
2012. Yeah, you're remembered. You're written. Yeah, you're documented, John. So they're updating it, and that's RCI and Beck.
Beck Environmental,
Beck
yes.
Environmental, yeah. So, but yeah, we actually had a meeting yesterday. We're going to meet as a group coming up pretty soon, but I think that's just a really important subject we have to do, especially as this town is just growing leaps and bounds. So,
Yeah, you go through it, and then you're going through roads that are off the main roads, and you're seeing a lot more construction over there.
oh yeah.
And some of them are more than acre plots. They're larger. Oh, what's going to go in there?
I know it, and you know, like normally it takes a couple years to go through the developmental process. So I believe there's quite a bit coming up that people are going to notice in this valley. I mean, look at the intersection 372 and 160. I tell you, I've been stuck in that left turn lane. I hope we see some relief in the near future there. It takes you, you know, you have to go cut through the Pahrump Nugget parking lot. You know, we're off our beaten path there, what we were talking about.
Yeah, well, my wife, to go home, she goes Basin to Blag to go home, so she disavows herself for that whole area in there.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
She's seen too many accidents over there.
Oh, yeah. That accident, the corner of 116 372 is horrible, especially on the weekends. So.
It's for all these old people.
No, they're
wait a
young
minute.
people. Cars are flipping over.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't do that, the old
flat
ones.
roads. I don't get it.
The kids are better at that.
Yeah, I know it. So, well, I was going to say, as Water Conservation Coordinator for Great Basin Water Co., I was going to say we have everybody in our service territory, all of our customers. I just want
yes.
to make mention that we have rebates available. And they're on our website. You can also email bwatersmart@greatbasinwaterco.com and go on the website, look under Water Conservation tab, and then rebates, and see all the different rebates that we offer. We have the WaterSense labeled toilets, flush-o-meter valves, that's more for commercial, WaterSense urinals. We have Energy Star washing machines. It goes on with WaterSense faucets, shower heads, and for weather-based irrigation controllers, and also salt cedar removal. And I know the county, they're putting together, we're currently talking about salt cedar removal for them to get a grant and have like maybe a tree replacement, but we do have that with Great Basin.
As we do, or those people do on the Conservation District, which I just retired from, Southern Lake County Conservation District. We get grants for that also.
Yeah.
The last few years, we've been working very diligently up in Beatty. Before that, we were in Pahrump. Now I believe we'll be coming back down here to do some more eradication for the salt cedars.
Well, you know, because the university says it can take up to 200 gallons of water a day.
I used to go
200,
around preaching
250.
down
Yeah.
150 to 300, depending on the size of the tree.
Yeah.
And there's the aethals that drink as much too, but they are cousins of the salt cedars, but they're more of a pine. What do you want to call that?
Well, you mean decorative, ornamental. They used to sell them. They used
I
to
know.
sell them, but no longer.
They're the ones
Because
that
they
the
hybridize.
leaves don't fall off in the wintertime, like
Yeah.
a pine tree.
Right. Yeah.
Deciduous, no?
Well, they stay green longer.
Pine,
Yeah. It depends on the temperature. and
Yeah,
stuff.
so it's the salt cedar and the aethel. They're cousins to each other, and they're mean with drinking up the water.
Yeah. So I think this would be really great. The county gets that grant because part of that is monitoring static well levels and stuff. They've already, Vandy's already been out and identified some stands that really need to be taken care of. So, but yeah, that would be something good to do here in Pahrump.
The urinal, read that one again?
Oh, the urinal? Oh yeah, we have WaterSense labeled urinal. You can get, you can purchase 2 urinals. You get a credit of $50 each on your bill.
Oh,
This is in our service territory.
yeah, that's right, because
I know
my wife would get one of those for me. I'm cleaning up after you all the time. Sorry.
Okay, all right. And also too, you know, John, man, our time is almost up. But I do want to put a shout out to what we have coming up really soon in April, just kind of a reminder for everybody. Yeah, I wish I had my little bongers. We have Earth Arbor Day coming up, and that's going to be at the Bob Roode Center, April 26th, starting at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I believe it's just going to be even larger. We have people for, I believe, outdoors. We're going to increase the size. We're going to, I don't know if you want to talk about what we're talking about for food and...
Well, since I retired from the district, now it's not, I'm adding my expertise to the other people that's here. Tamlin Taylor is in charge of the Earth Day Arbor Day, and she's using me as the informational entourage, or whatever I would be. But anyway, we're looking at the first 50 people will be lucky enough to get Chicago-style hot dogs. We're not going to we're not going to get too many, because then I wind up eating them in the past, whatever was left over.
So that means get there at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Because I know I'm going to have one.
So what we're going to do, I'm going to order from Chicago. They come, I already did a test package.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it came home, and it's with dry ice. It's frozen, and you get all the fixings, and it worked out real well. So that's coming up too. And chili and cornbread we're going to have there for you too.
Cornbread?
Yeah, just don't come for the food, come for the display.
Well, no, you know, I'm really trying to get the open source water protection people there in a row that you can come and ask them questions, look at the models. Christopher Berkeley with National Rural Water Association will be there with that water model, you know, the watershed model.
Yes.
He has a brand new one.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's going to be a lot to see. Our vendors, you know, it's funny, I printed it out, and then, of course, did I remember to bring it? No. We have a lot of vendors.
Well, it's all right, we're out of time.